What's going on, TubeU? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. Today's video will be revisiting the topic of COTs, C-O-T-S, or catalytic overtemperature protection, for those of you who don't know. I've touched on this subject quite a few times in older videos. I even have a whole video comparing 60 to 130 times of this very car when it was running into COTs versus when it wasn't running into COTs for 60 to 130 times. Basically, there was a 2-second difference. With COTs activated and after a long drive, the car was doing low 9s / high 8-second 6130s. When COTs wasn't activated and the car's nice and cool, we're capable of low 8s, high 7s, high to mid 7s, depending on, DA and temperature and stuff like that. So if I haven't explained it already, so basically what happens is once your car reaches a certain temperature, or once your cats reach a certain temperature, your catalytic converters, not the cat itself, once your catalytic converters reach a certain temperature threshold, the car starts dumping extra fuel, starts pulling timing to help cool the car and protect the car from, heat. Basically, once it gets to that certain temperature, the car is going to feel, sluggish. Now, if you're just cruising along, you're not really going to notice this. For most weekend warriors or people like that who just want to go a nice big old supercharged V8 to go cruising in, they're not going to notice this. It might feel like down on power at times, but when you're just passing traffic and, having a good old time on the back roads, you're not going to notice it, man. The only time you're really going to notice it is when you're racing someone, or racing the time and you're checking ET slips and 6130 times and stuff like that. You can clear as day see, like, wow, why is it so much slower? What happened? And, I know this car is more capable than this. It's running 12-second quarter miles. It's running 9-second 6130s. What the hell's the deal? COTs is 9 times out of 10 going to be the culprit here, unless you have just terrible traction and you somehow didn't notice that you were spinning or something like that. But COTs 9 times out of 10 is going to be the culprit, and a lot of people are just not educated on it. There's whole forums out there. I'll post a link to the forums down in the description for you guys. Go and get yourselves educated on it. So if you get these cars, just don't be like the one guy that I saw. It was like, man, we should be able to sue Dodge. This is false advertisement. If I pay for 700 or 800 horsepower, I want to use 800 horsepower all the time. Well, that's exactly why COTs is a thing. Well, that and emissions, to protect itself from idiots like you who are just gonna go out here and beat on the car until it freaking tears itself apart. Also, the emissions, goddamn emissions, boy, they'll tear everything up, I tell you. But that's just the reality of it, man. Emissions compared, and Dodge wanted the cars to actually last and people not to just tear them up and, not have people back in there for warranty work every freaking month because they wanted to go out there and use 807 horsepower all the time. So that's why COTs is this, man. Simply to protect the cars and because of emissions. Just point blank period. So how do you get around it? So one easy way is to simply let the car cool down. If you're going to a track event, or if you're going to a car meet or something like that, you're going to Mexico later in the night, just give the car some time to cool down. I'm sorry guys, it's hot out here. I'm sweating like a freaking pig. But yeah, just let the car cool down, man, before you go start making passes and making runs and stuff like that. And you'll be all right. I promise you that. Or just try to keep your runs limited. Do 1 and 2 passes, let the car cool down for 30 minutes an hour. 1 or 2 more passes, let it cool down. Me, if you guys have seen, I do like 3, 4, 5, sometimes 5 passes back to back to back at Willow Springs and stuff like that, because I'm not really chasing times in ET, because it's 1,000 foot, it's no prep, and I'm pretty much just getting racing content and stuff like that. So I have no problem with if COTs kicks in. Now, if I was chasing ETs and stuff like that, then yes, I let the car cool down before I go make a pass. Other than that, I'm just gonna hot lap and try to get as much racing as I can so I can get the content and stuff like that. So if you're not worried about chasing ETs and stuff like that, then go ahead, go out there, have a good time. Just know that you won't be running up to 100% like you're supposed to. What are the other alternatives if you don't want to wait? Well, you can get a tune. You don't have to go balls out, get pulley, all the other mods and stuff like that, but you could just get the threshold raised. But to be honest, if it was me, if I was spending the money, because it's not cheap to crack these ECMs and send them off, and tuning is expensive. So if I was going to be spending the money to do tuning and just to get the threshold raised, I'm probably just gonna go, you know, get the pulley and headers and whatever else you wanted to do. That's just me. It's not my money, but you know, if you're gonna be cracking the ECM and possibly voiding your warranty next time you're taking it there and risking Dodge seeing that you tuned the car, if you're gonna be doing that, you might as well just go all out. That's just me, but you don't have to go all out, but I would. That's just me. So if you're going to be doing pulleys, E85 and all that other stuff, your tuner's going to handle it anyway, so you won't have to really worry about COTs. The temperature threshold is raised back up. It's not stupid high or anything like that, but you still need to pay attention to temperatures, especially coolant temps and stuff like that. So just because the temperature is raised doesn't mean, you know, you're out of the water just yet. You are making more power, you are spinning that blower faster, so you still need to pay attention to the temperatures and make sure you aren't cooking anything. Let the car cool down, get a tune, pulley and stuff like that, and get your threshold raised, or just be okay with taking the gap beast. One of the three. So those are your options if you want to get around cats, or just accept it and go out there and have a good time and, you know, potentially get a lot of L's. So if you don't want to be the guy on YouTube doing 12-second quarter miles and 9-second 6130s and just getting gap ties by NA Mustangs and NA Camaros, I suggest you do one of the first two options. But if you're okay with either of those, go over there with option number 3 and, you know, have a good time, have a ball. It's your money, your car, you do what you want to. But on that terrible bombshell, if your first time stopping by, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you guys see notifications when these videos go up. So consider the Instagram channel at load376slow, all one word. I'll put it down in the description as well. Until next time, too, I'm out. Peace.